Hi Leo, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with your monthly message for August 2020. Happy birthday. We are using Lightseer's Tarot for our message this month, some Oracle cards as well. And as always, I'm going to remind you to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos. If you do not know where your signs are placed, plug your birth information into an astrology calculator, discover that, and then come back here and watch your videos. All right, we are going to focus on the overall theme of the energy atmosphere of the month for you. We have 3 cards for that have come off the bottom of the deck. Our first of those is, well, there it is. Your ruling planet. Yeah, your ruling star, the sun. Beautiful, huh? There's your energy all over it. This is the happiest card in tarot, and I am delighted to see it here in this position for you, and it being the first card out in the reading. It really does set the tone, no matter what these other 2 cards are and their supporting message. So you're starting out with the sun, which is love, joy, bliss, connection, fulfillment, brilliant clarity, playfulness, togetherness, joyfulness. Yeah, you name it, all good things under the light of the sun, and it's here for you as your first card in the reading. So this absolutely sets the tone. The next card coming with is, how beautiful, 6 of Pentacles. Yes, the energy of generosity, reciprocity, sharing, giving, receiving. And I love seeing this next to the sun. This is something that's coming into wholeness for you. I know we've been talking about it since last summer when the cards revealed Leo going deeper within the self. And a lot of that, what we refer to as Leo switch type energies, where Leo will suddenly just get up and go. No questions asked, no explanation offered. And yeah, Leo, you've been removing yourself from situations, circumstances, atmospheres, environments purposely, because you have been of a spirit, of a heart, and of a mind to be contemplative about how your energy is shared and invested. You've been quite mindful about giving to a void, even within your own self. You started there, really, where recognizing where maybe the ego could be running the show, doing a disservice to your self-nurturing, and that's where this all began. So being in a spirit of generosity, reciprocity, in the light of the sun for you, in how you love, nurture yourself, and then how you bring 100% of yourself nurtured and loved to any connection, relationship. So this has been very much in review for you. And when I see the sun and the 6 of Pentacles sitting right next to one another, this tells me that you have reached what I'll call a pinnacle moment with this for yourself. And not only that, have you discovered it within, you're witnessing it within the environment, the energy atmosphere as well. So this inner attitude of generosity to the self, self-care, self-nurture, self-love, all of it, your investment in that is now in a beautiful flow for you, where you are in receiving, so that you have so much more to share. So it's really great that this past year has had you in such deep contemplation about how you share your beingness. Beautiful. Coming with this, oops, Ace of Wands. Yeah, oh, there's another fire card for you right there, and it's a gift from the universe to you. The Ace of Wands is enthusiasm, optimism, creativity, passionate fire for your life. So this is you channeling that. It's like taking the light of the sun, the energy of the sun, bringing it into this amazing flow of harmony, balance on the 6, and then channeling it through the Ace of Wands. You are the Ace of Wands. directing the energy of the sun in a divinely generous way. So your cup is always overflowing at this point. You've made that happen. No more giving from an empty cup, draining yourself, right? All right, let's see what this connects with. Our first card is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's your destiny to do this kind of inner spiritual journey work, and you have been doing it. There's a touch of karma on this card, and it's speaking to your deliberate choice to be in this kind of flow with the self. And the Wheel of Fortune for me in tarot is what I refer to as the divine delivery system. So this is just the kind of energy you are channeling to the momentum of the wheel that is bringing you in greater alignment with your profound destiny under the brilliant clarity of the sun. Channeling that level and quality of happiness into your own world by, again, self-love, self-care, self-nurture. This isn't possible in a way that is consistently fulfilling unless you've done this type of journey work. So pat yourself on the back, because that's amazing. Coming with, there it is, 5 of Swords. Yes, this is a confirmation card. So this kind of momentum here that we're talking about with the Sun, the 6, the Ace, now the Wheel, is being poured onto your foundation, your ripple effect, your broadcast, and your sphere of influence. So about a year ago, this 5 of Swords is quite representative of a spiritual instability that required stabilizing, and this is what you've been at for the past year or so, probably longer, but you've definitely gone into some of the most challenging and unstable experiences from your journey and brought them into harmony with that 6, the Sun, the Ace, the Wheel, so on. This is energy that had to be loved into wholeness, and this is exactly what you've been doing. I like that we see a person in the background. It suggests that we have moved away from that aspect of life. The journey was not a simple one, which is why this person looks a bit beleaguered and challenged here. So we want to honor and appreciate all of the investment. Let's see what comes with it. Yeah, the Death card. A simultaneous ending and beginning, and you can see it right here with the Sun, the 6, and the Ace. There's your beginning. You created this by bringing your 5 to a close, to fulfillment, to an end, back into stability. So it's exactly this kind of flowing momentum off the wheel that continues to deliver the blessings of the Sun, the 6, and the Ace. You decided to look to a whole new horizon for yourself, Leo. And again, the journey was a bit daunting. It needed to be done, though, because, as I said earlier, this type of energy atmosphere, foundation, sphere of influence for you was not possible without bringing stability to this 5. Coming with the Death card. Oh my gosh, look at that. Your card, Strength, there it is. You know, I was recently in consideration of this card because typically you're seeing a young maiden with her hand in the mouth of a lion. And the message is pretty intense on this card. It's all about not compromising your free spirit, your courageous heart. You know, don't settle for less than. No crumbs allowed here, right? And it's having the strength to do, again, the journey, 5, to live that way off your foundation. The other thing that I've recently been in consideration for with this card is it takes a delicate touch at times. So there's a raw power when you turn over the Strength card. And, you know, raw power can be somewhat unpredictable and not necessarily managed in a graceful way at times. And what I recognized in consideration of this on the Strength card is that it does take a soft touch. Imagine, you know, here she sits with a lamb, something considered delicate, right? that a predator would take advantage of, and that would be the end of that lamb there. Instead, we've reached an accord within self to gracefully tap the raw power. So imagine, if you will, I saw this on another tarot deck, I don't remember the name of it, but the woman on the strength card was sitting next to a lion, but also holding a lotus in her hand, a lotus flower. And that's where the intuition rose for me, understanding that even as you embody and express and celebrate the raw, unlimited, free, liberated spirit of yourself, it still takes a delicate hand to hold something so precious. And that's just it. The new beginning is precious for you. And it took the raw power of the strength card to go so deep into the 5 and turn the wheel in a momentum represented by the Sun, 6, and Ace of Wands. So finding the grace within the self and the appreciation for the self to nurture that kind of momentum in your world is magnificent. It truly is something for you to appreciate. And now realize that this touches every aspect of your life, all aspects, every relationship, every connection, every consideration, idea, and inspiration is held in that kind of energy because you know how to navigate in this way. You can bring the raw power of your Leo self and do it with a gentle, graceful touch. Yeah, that's magnificent. Okay, next. What are you going to do with it? Well, you're going to hop in the chariot and go. I love this. You know, this is absolutely Leo off the bench. I know I've been talking about it for months, but you have been in this great momentum of re-engaging after taking yourself out of the action for a while. And what better action here than the chariot? You may feel pulled in 2 directions still from time to time, but it is your experience. It is your channeled essence that we see over here with the Sun and the Ace that brings the stability not only to the 5, but even further on to the chariot. So this is dynamic movement. There is zero hesitation in you for the dynamic movement. And this is what continues to charge the motion of the Wheel of Fortune at work in your world and is turning in your favor. Anything like this 5 now falls under your gaze and goes into your heart and is transformed, Death card, in a strong, powerful, yet precious way. Coming with our chariot is, look at that, Page of Wands. Now that's Leo. That is the heart of a Leo right there in the artwork on this card. Talk about pure enthusiasm, creativity, passion, ecstatic, uninhibited joy, love, fire. That's where you're going with it, because this is exactly the kind of energy that Leo thrives in. So this is what you have made manifest in your world. This is what you're going to see more of as the month of August unfolds for you. All right. What a fantastic message. I'm so happy for you, Leo. We're going to do Angel Answers next. This is your opportunity to ask these cards a question. Pause the video if you have to consider what your question is. The most appropriate answer for Leo at this time. Yeah, I like that. Don't stop, because you've had peaceful resolution. You know that, you feel that, you see it, it's everywhere in the reading. You are living this energy at this time. Don't stop. Could you ever see it stopping here with the chariot and then this page? Yeah. Dynamic, raw enthusiasm moving forward because of the spiritual journey work that you've been doing, which has helped you heal whatever's in shadow for you and has illuminated, enlightened what is in brilliant clarity for you. Okay, next. Take these cards and, their answers to your questions where they're most relevant to you. I'm going to connect them to the cards here on the table. 2 more cards. One of my favorites, our sweet, simple yes. Some of you may have asked a yes, no. There's your yes. One more. Listen to your intuition. And why wouldn't you? Because it's brought you here. And here's pretty fantastic. All right. Now we are going to, this is a question. This is from the Soul Truth Oracle deck. Here's a question for you to contemplate throughout the month of August. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? I think we have that answer. Yes. We'll do a sweet, simple yes, so we can appear, you know, as if we're not super, super excited about that. But yes, we are. That's what the ego would have us do. Live small with that answer, right? No, that is a yes in the light of the sun. Absolutely it does. And the question is fantastic because that's what you've been doing this past year. You have been making room for more pleasure and play in your life. And here it is, dynamically so, with the Chariot and the Page of Wands. Yes. Don't stop doing that. It's brought you great peace. Keep listening to your intuition. Okay, the next set of cards, there are 3. They come from the Divine Energy Oracle deck. And these are things for you to just consider throughout the month, maybe in relationship to this question. Well, this one's fascinating. Face your shadow. You've done that. You've been doing that on the 5. You will continue to do that because once you start upgrading energy in your life, anything unlike that is going to come into consideration for you. So you'll continue to look at your shadow and you will continue to treat it in a precious way as you bring the raw power of your own courageous heart with a gentle, graceful touch into love and wholeness. Oh, these are fantastic, right? Nurture yourself first. Yes, this has been said 3-4 times over now in this reading. It's not possible for these cards to lay out the way they do unless you are doing this kind of journey work. So you know it has to start with you. And then the last one, be decisive. I sense, Leo, that gets easier and easier for you all the time because the decisiveness for you happens in your heart space. Leo is all heart. And that's where you make your decisions. When you make them with your head and only your head, you get a headache over here like this guy on the 5 of Swords. So be decisive. Any choice, any decision that you need to make, you run it right into the heart space and you will continue to create just this kind of energy atmosphere for yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in, Leo. As I mentioned earlier, watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos as well. Definitely check out the daily messages here on the YouTube channel. Peace, love, joy, blessings, and happy birthday to you. Namaste.